Have you ever been in the middle of an argument, then suddenly your throat tightens, your voice cracks, and your tears begin to fall, even you don't want it to happen, badly? You might feel embarrassed, small, almost childish, when all you wanted was to be calm, strong, and in control. But the truth is, crying when you're angry has very little to do with weakness. In fact, there's a biological and neurological reason this happens, so don't blame yourself. In this video, I want to show you why your body reacts this way. Okay, let's get started. For a long time, I thought crying during anger meant I couldn't handle pressure. I told myself that if I were stronger, more mature, or more emotionally stable, I would stay calm no matter what. But the fact is, when I cry during conflict, it's not because I lack capacity, it's because I have excess caring. Most people can stay emotionally cool in arguments because, quite honestly, they are only partially invested. They are at 40 or 50%. They keep emotional distance as a form of self-protection. That distance allows them to stay composed, but it also means they are not fully engaged. When I cry while I'm angry, it's usually because I'm doing the opposite. I'm all in. I care deeply about being honest. I care about repairing the relationship instead of winning the argument. I care about justice, respect, or being seen for who I really am. My system isn't underpowered, it's overclocked. An easy way to understand this is to think of an engine. An engine that runs at low capacity rarely overheats, but it also doesn't go very far. An engine that runs at 150%, pushing hard and carrying a heavy load, generates heat, a lot of it. The heat doesn't mean the engine is broken, it means it's working intensely. Angry crying often shows up when your thoughts are racing, your heart rate is elevated, your muscles are tense, and emotionally, you're trying to do many things at once. Defend yourself, stay respectful, regulate your tone, and hold on to the relationship. That's a massive cognitive and emotional workload, because tears in these moments are often a signal of deep investment, not emotional fragility. When you believe your tears mean weakness, you add a second problem on top of the first. Now you're angry and embarrassed at the same time. To understand why tears show up when anger peaks, we need to look at the body, not the personality. This reaction is not a character flaw, it's a biological response. Think about what happens when your body works too hard physically. When you run, lift heavy weights, or sprint, your internal temperature rises. If it gets too high, your system risks shutting down. So your body sweats. Sweat isn't a sign of weakness, it's a cooling system. Angry crying works the same way, just emotionally. During a heated conflict, your nervous system is under intense pressure. Your heart rate increases, your muscles tense, and stress hormones flood your body. Your brain reads this as high load. When that load crosses a certain threshold, your system looks for a way to cool itself down. That's when the parasympathetic nervous system kicks in. This is the part of your nervous system responsible for slowing things down. It lowers your heart rate, reduces arousal, and tries to bring the system back into balance. One of the visible side effects of this process is tears. Your body isn't just trying to calm you down, it's trying to protect you. When tension rises too high, your body steps in like an overprotective guard. It assumes the situation is becoming unsafe and looks for a way to reduce aggression as quickly as possible. Human tears carry chemical signals that influence others on a subconscious level. Research shows that seeing or smelling tears can reduce aggression and lower testosterone levels in the other person. In simple terms, tears act like a chemical blanket. In the middle of an argument, insight alone won't stop tears. That's why we need practical tools that work even when your thinking brain is struggling to stay online. These tools are invisible because they don't require explaining yourself or leaving the situation. They work quietly, inside your body, before emotions spill over. The key thing to remember is this: you don't need many tools. You only need one that works for you. Trying to remember everything in a heated moment will only add more pressure. I'll break these strategies down into simple levels, based on how intense the moment is, so you can choose what helps you stay calm. Level 1 tools are for the early moments, when you feel the heat rising, but the tears haven't fully arrived yet. The first tool is the look up hack. The moment you feel that pressure behind your eyes, gently lift your gaze. Tilt your chin slightly and look at the ceiling or the top edge of the room. Looking down signals introspection and emotional processing. Looking up signals alertness and visual focus. This simple shift sends a message to your nervous system that you are still engaged with the environment, not shutting down. It often delays or prevents tears without anyone noticing. If that's not enough, use the math hack. The emotional part of your brain and the logical part share limited resources. When one becomes more active, the other quiets down. So give your brain a small logic task. Not something easy, but something mildly demanding. For example, subtract 7 from 100, then subtract 7 again, and keep going. This forces blood flow toward the thinking centers of the brain and away from emotional overload. You're not suppressing emotion, you're redistributing attention. Sometimes level 1 tools aren't enough. The wave is already strong and you can feel your voice starting to crack. In this moment, the goal isn't to push through, it's to pause without escalating the situation. The simplest and most effective tactic is the water break. Calmly say, "I'm going to get a glass of water. I'll be right back." This doesn't sound like avoidance. It sounds reasonable. When you take a slow sip of water, the act of swallowing relaxes the muscles around the throat and vocal cords, helping stop the sobbing reflex. That short pause also gives your body time to release some adrenaline, slow your breathing, and reset your nervous system. 1 minute can be enough to regain control and return grounded. The hardest moment is when the tears are already falling. This is where many people panic and apologize. "I'm sorry, I'm a mess." But apologizing sends the wrong message. It suggests you've done something wrong. You haven't. Instead, name what's happening and pivot back to the conversation. You can say, "These are tears of frustration, not sadness." Or, "I care deeply about this, and my body is reacting. I'm still here, and I want to continue." Crying while continuing to speak your truth is not weakness. It's regulation under pressure. It's staying present even when your system is stretched. And that, in itself, is a form of strength. Okay, so if you take one thing away from this video, let it be this. Crying when you're angry doesn't mean you're weak, broken, or emotionally unstable. It means you care deeply, your system is working hard, and your body is trying to protect and regulate you in moments of high pressure. Your tears are not a failure of control. If this video helped you see your reactions in a new way, take a moment to like it. It helps this message reach people who need it. And if you want more content that helps you understand your mind, your emotions, and the deeper logic behind human behavior, Paw signing out. Stay sharp, stay weird, and see you in the very next videos.